So today we have another NBA trade rumor video. Yesterday we did DeMar DeRozan. Today we're actually going to do his teammate, LaMarcus Aldridge. If this is your first time here and you like NBA related content, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Lama and his potential trades that have him going out from San Antonio. Like I said yesterday, I do think it's time for San Antonio to embrace the youth movement. They really need to pull in some draft picks, some younger players. So let's see what trade packages they have here, and let's talk about it a little bit. All right, so potential trade number one to the Denver Nuggets. Does it have the players or just say? Oh, okay. So Nuggets could throw in. It says Will Barton. I guess they just have like scenarios. I guess Will Barton, Juan Hernangomez, and Michael Porter Jr. So I definitely would not trade Michael Porter Jr. if I was the Nuggets. I think other than him and Jokic, I think other than Jokic, Michael Porter Jr. is the only other untouchable they have. His ceiling is just way too high. Even in a limited role, he's putting up a lot of numbers. He does have his injury risk concerns, but hopefully that's behind him. I have a lot of belief in Michael Porter, and I really think he could amount to like a crazy offensive score. But if you could put in maybe like Will Barton, Torrey Craig, Monte Morris, others, Paul Millsap's expiring contract, I definitely think they could work something out. Even some picks even. I definitely think they could work something out with the Nuggets. The Spurs probably might have to take Plumlee's contract as well, but they could figure that out. Next up, we have the Miami Heat. Now, this trade actually sounds pretty interesting to me. I'm not even talking about the players yet, but what I feel like Miami needs is a big that can spread the floor. And I think LaMarcus Aldridge is shooting like 44 or 42% from three-point this season. You can have him at center and have Adebayo at power forward, or just switch him around. Honestly, Adebayo can play both 4-5, switch on to smaller guards. He's a very versatile defender. So I really like this trade for Miami Heat. A player that I also thought Miami should get was Kevin Love. And LaMarcus Aldridge and Kevin Love, they're not very different at this point. Very good face-up shooters, very good spreading the floor and everything like that. So let's see, do they have any players here? Yeah, I would not recommend trading Kendrick Nunn or Tyler Hero. Probably, yeah, Justice Winslow, Derrick Jones, and then Myers Leonard, Kelly Olynyk would be nice. They get a couple of young players like Derrick Jones, Justice Winslow, pair them up with DeJounte Murray, Derek White, and probably some picks. So that way, San Antonio can start their rebuild. All right, let's see. Number three, going back to the Trailblazers. Yeah, I think the Trailblazers do need a power forward too. LaMarcus Aldridge fits the bill. Just like I said earlier, he's a lot like Kevin Love at this point in his career. So I do think pick and roll with Dame. They had it before. They can do it again. Yeah, I like this trade as well. Again, I don't know who they would do. I guess just a lot of expiring contracts and picks. Well, they traded away Kent Bazemore's expiring contract and got Trevor Ariza, so that might be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I'm not really sure how Portland could make this work now since they traded away Bazemore. I guess Whiteside is an option. He's pretty young. Whiteside and picks, that can make it work. Tolliver, yeah. No, I think they traded Tolliver as well. So Hazonia, Whiteside, Nurkic, whichever one is starting at the end of the year. Yeah, I'm sure they can figure something out. But I like the Lama to Portland trade. They definitely need some help in their front court. The best of other potential trades. The best of the rest. Potential trade to Sacramento. I don't know about this one. Sacramento is also pretty young. Maybe if they want to make a playoff push this year, but they have something nice really going with Richaun Holmes. Marvin Bagley has been hurt a lot this year, but whenever he's hurt, Bjelica always plays really well. So it's a nice little fill-in. Then they have Bogdanovic, who's also gonna hit restricted free agency this year. So maybe if they somehow trade Bogdanovic for Lama and then, I don't know, work around the salary somehow, that might be a good trade. But then again, you're either going to stunt Marvin Bagley's growth or just halt Richaun Holmes' growth. because I guess Rashawn Holmes is probably strictly a center, in my opinion. Bagley is power forward. He's kind of small for center. But I guess maybe he could play center next to Lama. I'm not really too sure. I don't think so. But with Lama spreading the floor, I don't think it really matters that much. So maybe that trade will work out, but I don't think it's a bright idea for Sacramento. Next up, we have the Celtics. Yeah. So one thing I've been saying is Celtics are really missing a big man down below. They do have Enes Kanter. Daniel Tice is doing fine. But Kanter's not a defensive monster. He's just pretty much just a double-double machine. But he doesn't really give you much on the defensive end. Now, Lama, also, again, not a great defender, but he's definitely better than Kanter. So it's definitely an upgrade. He's definitely a better scorer than Kanter, but definitely a worse rebounder than Kanter. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. And I don't think you can get any other big man out there without trading Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, or even Gordon Hayward. I don't think they should trade any of those three. I think those three, along with Kemba, should definitely stay in Boston. Even Marcus Smart, even. But that trade for Lama, it might work out for the Celtics, might not. Like they're saying here, all the other Eastern Conference heavyweights, Joel Embiid, Giannis, Miles Turner, even Bam, who else is in the East? Raptors, Marcus Siakam. They have a lot of big men, and the Boston Celtics are the one team without a big man down there for them. All right, so that's about it. So one trade I really like out of them was the Miami Heat trade. I really think LaMarcus Aldridge would really help the Heat take the next step. I do think they're like a piece or two away from being real championship contenders. And like I said earlier, LaMarcus Aldridge next to Bam Adebayo, who could switch on centers and power forwards, very versatile defender, could really hide LaMarcus Aldridge's defensive, not weaknesses, but I guess lacking defense compared to other big men out there. And they could really take advantage of LaMarcus Aldridge's three-point shot this year, which has been crazy good. 44, 42%, something around that line, which is incredible. Career high for him, very high in the NBA in general. So I would really like to see him go to the Heat. And if there's any team that you would like for him to go to, why don't you guys let me know down below. And again, if this is your first time here and you like the video or just NBA related content in general, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. See you soon.